Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Zach here, and today I want to show you something a bit different, which is some home studio maintenance. I want to get all these cables that are kind of sprawled out everywhere into some nice bundles. I got some tie wraps. Then what I also want to do is I got these LED lights from Amazon for about 30 bucks. I want to set these up on the desk here and have some pretty cool RGB lighting going on. And then finally, come around back here, I want to take this big stack of boxes that I made when I first set up the studio and take that out and put in something a little more slim, so like a wooden plank that would come up to here and then kind of come out across here to support this third monitor. I'll be doing that in the workshop, so we'll see a few things there. It's going to be pretty cool. Stay tuned. I got so many old computer components just lying around. This is my tower I built last year, which is a Fractal R5 case. Inside we got an Intel Core i7 5930K CPU, overclocked to 3.8 gigahertz, I think, and we've got the Noctua DH15, I think, tower cooler, and we got the Asus GTX 970 Strix graphics card, 850 watt power supply from Seagate. We have a 500 gigabyte solid state for all my media applications, operating system, and current projects I'm working on, which is a lot faster than my other hard drive, which is a 4 terabyte hard drive, which I use for my media backups, that sort of thing. I've also complemented it with another 4 terabyte backup here, and then I have a 1 terabyte sort of extra media drive, a 2 terabyte media drive back here, and I've got my UPS power regulating system to give clean power and uninterrupted power to my computer tower, my hard drives, and my monitors. That's sort of my setup. So, take all the cables, bring them out to here, coil them up, put the ones that I'm not using up on the wall, and then vacuum and start putting everything back in from there. I gotta say, if there's one thing any home studio owner or anyone that works with electronics of any kind should use, are these little Velcro tie wraps. This will make your life so much easier. I put a link to Amazon in the video description where you can buy these things for super cheap. Check it out. Now we gotta vacuum all this fucking crap from back here. My original antidepressant lighting setup were these white Christmas lights. I wired them all under my desk, and now it's just a big pain in the ass to get out. Here are all the Christmas lights. Wow, it's already looking way more clean and tidy. Alright, so now we've cleaned up a bit. It's time to get out the vacuum cleaner and start vacuuming! You have way too many cables. Alright, so I think the next step is to build the wooden platform that's going to support the third monitor. For that, we'll need to go to the workshop. Right now it's January in Canada and it's about 2 degrees Celsius, which is kind of insane because this is about the coldest time of the year. But I guess it's kind of nice because I can work outside and build stuff. Okay, so that's what I have so far. Alright, so I'm going to give it a quick paint job. We'll let it set, do the cabling, and then we'll come back and set it up. I don't think this has been opened. Always keep something random, small and thin, you can poke things with. That's all I gotta say. But okay, so after that quick intermission, we are back, and now we gotta put all the cables back in the right place. So another cool trick is using old clothes hangers as headphone racks. So the power bar positioning I've opted for is right over here. Previously I had a switch here, and then a switch that was kind of hanging off the desk here. And it was just sort of cluttered, and I wanted to get everything off my desk. Now I got two localized power bars. My computer goes into there, power on the computer, power on the studio monitors, power on the lights if it's night, good to go. And both power bars will run to my UPS, and you'll see that while I'm doing my cables, I'm also sort of wrapping them and taping them, trying to keep them out of the way as much as possible. Okay, so now that the power is installed, it's time to put the computer in and get everything wired up. Alright, so now we're going to connect the monitors to the computer. So now that I'm partway done the cable management, I wanted to show you guys how it's looking so far. I've never really done this before. I'm essentially just getting all the cables to follow the lines of this stand, grouping them all together, running them underneath back support, up there, trying to keep them just out of the way and as close to the desk and the workstation as possible. So, okay, so now everything's wired up, I think, and we're gonna give it the first power up. Let's see if it starts. Let's try the light. Yep. Look at that. We are in business. Mouse works. Keyboard works, I think. So a new addition I've sort of got here are these USB extension cables. So I can run a snake to the back of the computer and get USBs right at the front. Whew. Cable management is now completed. So, onto the fun part, installing the LEDs. The other thing I found with the LEDs is that it's best if you don't actually see the lights themselves. So now it's the next day, and I've had some time to think about what I want to do next with the setup, and I really want to get rid of this desk here. Right, so one of the last steps, hooking up this monitor. So now that this space is cleared from the desk, I can finally start using this whiteboard again, which is awesome because I haven't used this thing in years. So far we're looking pretty good. My closet I'm going to have to fix up, but for now, I'll just leave it like that. One of the things I really like about this new setup is having access to control my power bars right here. So I've got, for the lights, the monitors, they're all controlled by this switch, so when I'm done working, I can just, there's one way to turn off everything. So the monitors go off, lights, speakers, everything. And then if I want to focus a bit better, I can turn off the LEDs and I can turn on my lamps and then my baby face. And if we go down here, I got the breakout cable for the baby face. So I can just quickly plug in if I need to jack anything else in. And then if you come around here, I've ran a 1/4 inch and XLR cable through the back. So just with the wiring there, I've ran it back here. And now if I need to plug in a microphone or a guitar, I can just simply feed it out into the studio and do that. Alright, so I hope this video helps you guys out in setting up your own studios. Maybe you saw a few things on here that you could apply, and if not, then I hope it was just kind of fun to watch. So if you have any comments or suggestions for ideas to improve or change the setup, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.